Family. Fang gang. Give it a second. Wait for somebody to join. I got some snakes for you. Before I do that, wait for somebody. Look right here, a snake bite. Just messing around. Alright. So the other day, I went live with a snake that was in shed. And that snake shed today. The first one that we're going to see. Yeah, hang on. Let me make sure everything's good to go. Colin, glad you're in here. Because I have someone special. But we're going to see that one in a little bit. Hello, how's it going? Alright, I'll show you. I'll bring out the first snake. Ralph, can you let me know how it appears? Because on my phone it's not showing up that way. But anyways, since people are in here now, I'm going to repeat what I said. The other day I went live with a snake that was in shed. Well, that snake shed today. That's the first one we are going to see. And that snake is the beautiful Indo-Chinese spitting cobra, also known as a black and white spitting cobra. As you can see, the white, black, very beautiful. And Colin in here has two phases of this beautiful snake. One that I consider the most beautiful, the banded phase. So, black with white bands. That one's name is Willis. And he has a very sweet female that has a stripe phase. So it's kind of like a black stripe down the back with white on the side. But Emily, the female one that he has, there's some coloration on the sides. There's black on the side as well, but some are pretty much just white on the side. Really cool. This one is more of like a speckled pattern. But all of them are very beautiful. There's some that are just jet black. So they come in a variety of different colors naturally. In the back of the hood pattern can have the spectacle cobra markings. Some it doesn't show up. This one doesn't really show up, and I'll show you when I get close up. Yeah, Ralph, I wonder why that is. Man, I'll have to figure that out. So if it's not gonna be like that, yeah, I don't know. But let me get some close up. Yeah, the jet black ones are really cool. Now, Colin, like I said, I got a special snake here that we'll show next, actually. You know what it is. It's the newest snake that I have. But look at what I'm talking about. This one, the pattern on the back doesn't really show up, but some have the spectacle cobra pattern. So the two little eye shape that are connected with like a U. That's what one person said, Ralph, but I don't know. But this snake is just incredible. This one is very generally very laid back. Sometimes it's pretty defensive. It depends on the day. Uh, it spits occasionally, but it's usually when having the phone right in its face because, it's like a big eye. And movement, of course. Yeah, Ralph, I'll have to, I guess, look it up and figure out how to do it like that. Um, but if I can't figure it out, yeah, I don't know. I think I know a different way to go live that might be the way that that person did it. We'll see. But like from my end on this phone, Ralph, it's showing up like that. So what I'm talking about with Ralph is, can you guys have it full screen and message like while the video's full screen? Sort of like a TikTok or Instagram live. Colin, do you work tonight? I also messaged Josh to ask if he can join, but we'll see, because I don't think he's seen the new snake. All right, sounds good, man. Hope the food is good, and if you do work tonight, hope it goes well, man. Sorry to take the mic off and cough, but who knows? Maybe that made a bunch of noise taking the microphone off. But the next snake, unlike this one, is getting ready to shed. It's the newest snake, and it's a gift from dear Colin. Let's check that snake out. It's very incredible. You ready? Now for this one, I'm going to start it from flipping the camera around and opening the bucket. But check this out. Look at this. This is Nubby, the West African banded cobra. You see why it gets the name Nubby, or why Colin had the name Nubby for it? Part of the tail is missing. It's just a little nub. Now the forest cobras, you've heard me talk about this, so if you've heard it before, I'm sorry, but there's going to be people that haven't heard this. The forest cobra, the largest species of true cobra, was originally one species. Look, I wish I had the camera here now so you could see the little hood. But forest cobra, originally one species, was split into 5 different species. This is one of them, Naja savanula. I have another, Naja melanoleuca, which was the only forest cobra species until they were split into different ones. But this one is my favorite of all of them because of the bands. You see the recurring theme, banding. The cobras with bands are just my favorite. Awesome. But this snake is about to shed. Nubby's super cute. Yeah, isn't? And this snake, the reason I wanted to do it where I'm opening it up is because the snake is actually really laid back and nice. But when I'm cleaning out the enclosure and open the container, I've noticed that she'll be hooded up and gaping, opening the mouth. And it's just so cute. But hopefully it stays that way. But as I mentioned, forest cobra, look at this little tail. And if you've seen any of the forest cobra videos that I've posted, you know that the forest cobra has a little specialized scale on the tip of the tail, kind of like a dagger. What they do is poke you with that, or poke a potential predator, or even 2 males competing. She's doing it, but it's a little nub right now. But it's so cute. That's what I'm getting at, is she doesn't have that little dagger, just a nub. But what an awesome snake. And this one will get about, Colin, what is it? This doesn't get as big as the melanoleuca, right? So about 9 foot, but that's incredible for a cobra. Now the melanoleuca can get up to 12 foot or more. Really large. Like I said, the largest species of true cobra being the genus Naja. So king cobras are the longest venomous snake, but king cobras are not true cobras. They're in their own genus, Ophiophagus, which means snake eater. Awesome. And like I mentioned, this was an awesome gift from Colin and Kaylee. So if you can click his name on here or just search it up, I don't know if you're able to just click it, go subscribe, go show love to Colin. And if you have Instagram, birdman.exotics. Beautiful snakes. He has a lot of incredible snakes. One of the coolest, that in my personal opinion, is the red Carolina pygmy rattlesnake. And it's so small right now. It's a little baby, like the size of a $50. It's the cutest thing on earth. And also, Colin's just a great person. Can't go wrong there. Cute, right? Yeah, for sure. I agree. This is one that I'll have to, geez, my throat today, so messed up. One that I'll, like, probably letting go and letting crawl wouldn't be the best. And the reason for that, it's smaller size. If she moves quick and I have to snatch up, she can turn around in a defensive response. And being small, that means she's closer to my hand. So to avoid any of that, I'm going to keep one hand on the tail. But when she sheds, I'll have to bring her out again because she is really dull right now. But an awesome snake. And even though the banding doesn't go all the way down, I wish you could see the coloration. Look at that little hood. The coloration on the back portion of the tail, it looks just a bland color, but it's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost speckled. How awesome. Nubster. Yeah, Ralph, I think I have a feeling that there's this other way to go live, and it's like a new feature, sort of. Hang on. Oh, she was in a perfect position. It was so cute, but when I turned it around, she moved. There's a new way to go live, and I'm kind of thinking that that might be the way. No, I'm not positive, Ralph. But what are your thoughts, Ralph? Um, I think more people join this way in general, so maybe I should still do it. Well, I'm going to need the goggles for the next snake, the last snake that I have with me. I'm not sure, Ralph. I'll have to look it up, but we'll figure it out. So this next snake is one that I've had since a tiny little baby. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we talked about banding and cobras. And it never fails. Every live stream, I bring up Ralph's beautiful black spitting cobra. That's a common name, black spitting cobra, which is a subspecies of this snake right here, which is a zebra spitting cobra. But the black spitting cobra that Ralph has is named Pumpkin. She's so beautiful. If I could post a picture right here, I would do it. I can turn the flash on, Ralph. I don't even know if that made a difference, but look at this face. This is Oreo, zebra spitting cobra. I think you should keep that snake, Ralph, and breed them. Pretty boy Oreo. Wow. Now you're going to see a little bit of uh, moving around a little bit more than the other snakes. Oreo's like that. Likes to constantly move. So being good at readjusting the hook, doing twists and turns, is going to be the way to be successful. Now, Ralph, I have a snake named Ralph after the Ralph that you see in chat. And that snake is a black neck spitting cobra. which is also from Africa. The one I have is kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, grayish, dark, I don't know, grayish, Ralph? Is that how you describe the black-necked spitting cobra I have? But anyways, that one moves around a lot like this one, flailing, a lot of times pretty chaotic. And now, since this bucket's here, Oreo is going to try to go towards it, so I will move that. But yeah, Ralph, the black-necked spitting cobra, moves a lot like this, and sometimes even flails, and can be chaotic. But Ralph is in shed. He's been in shed for about probably close to a week now, so there should be a shed skin anytime. And after that, I will bring him out on the next live because I really want to show him off. Keep on talking about him. He's really cool. One of the snakes that I'm excited to get big because the black-necked spitting cobra can get around 9 feet or 8 feet or plus, 7 foot or so. I don't know. Can't even speak right now. What did you miss? Probably not much. But here's Oreo. I talked you up a bit, and that's about it. Telling people to go show you some love. Talked about the red pygmy rattlesnake. That's about it. Not much. But wow. Let's get some close-up. Well, it's just the truth, man. Very, very thankful for the sweet nubby. And yeah, just really cool spending time with you. And like I told whoever's watching, can't go wrong with beautiful snakes and a kind person that runs the account and works with them. And that is Birdman Exotics, Colin. Look at this. Now, for those of you that don't know, Oreo, the zebra spitter here, was being sold as a feeder because when Oreo was born, along with some of the other siblings, they had a lot of kinks on their body. Didn't think that they were going to survive. So they're being sold as feeders. So Oreo is very cheap. But I got 4 of them to try to give them a chance. They all survived. Gave the other 3 to a friend. And right now, at this point, you can't even really see the kinks. There's like one mid-body that you can see. Incredible snake. Look at this. Zebra, spitting cobra. That actually reminds me of something else. You know, one of the coolest things or greatest gifts of posting online and stuff, for me at least, is meeting the people I've met. And there's a young boy named Paxton. His mom shows him my videos. Now I'm just going to guess an age because I can't remember. Something to say like 6 years old, maybe even younger. But he loves Oreo. And yeah, it just means the world. That's the type of stuff that really means a lot. Or like people messaging saying that they used to be afraid of snakes and now they respect them enough not to hurt them when they see them. So it's just really cool. But yeah, every time I bring out Oreo and post a video on Instagram, I dedicate it to Paxton for my young friend. John Phillips. What is going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Are you feeling better? And John, actually, there was a video I saw yesterday or 2 days ago that somebody had sent me, and I didn't see it until yesterday or whenever I saw it. I need to send it to you. It's, you know what we send each other, bites. Somebody doing an intentional bite with a, I don't even know the common name of it, but it's like one of the temple vipers, the beautiful vipers from Asia. I'll have to send that to you. And Ralph, if you are in here, do you know the common name of it? That that temple viper bite? The one we were discussing earlier that I thought was a Wagler's pit viper? Do you by any chance know the common name of it? No, you sent me the scientific name, but what's the common name of it? John, it wasn't you that sent me the video, is it? And man, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you able to get sleep and stuff, or is it too bad that you're not able to fall asleep? Hopefully you're able to rest a little bit, man. I'll feel pretty bad, John, if it was you that sent me the video, but I don't think so. I don't know how I wouldn't notice it was your name up there. Let me see if I can get to it on here. Nope. But John, I'll show you the other snakes that I had out. I hope you're able to see them. Hopefully that mild hallucination is not going to affect it. But let's check them out, John. I'm glad you're here, though. I'll have to check. Was it an intentional bite? So the one I'm talking about, the guy lets it bite him? Does that ring a bell? But check this out, John. This is the newest snake, West African banded cobra, part of the forest cobra complex. This one's nubby. Because, look at this little nub. Part of the tail. There was damage to part of the tail, John, and it fell off. So it's a little nub. But how incredible is this snake? I guess since this is a little slow live, I'm going to try something out. Maybe I can test this out. Point of view. I'm going to have to do some adjusting. 1 second. Alright, Colin, I will. You guys will have to be in here alone for a little though. Colin, I was sitting there responding and I didn't even have the microphone on. I said I'll do that for you, but you guys are going to have to be alone in here for a little. Oh yeah, I remember that, John. So I'll have to send you this other one. Well, Josh, since you're here, I guess I'm going to go get G-Way, the forest cobra. Look at this, Josh. It gaped, or she gaped. This is Nubby. Now this, what do you call it? This chest mount is in the way. I can't even see my other hand, so I'm almost afraid to tail. Look at this. This right here is Nubby, Josh. This is Naja Savanula. Two amazing people that have gifted me beautiful snakes, Josh and Colin. Rainbow boa from Josh. Beautiful West African banded cobra from Colin. And as you can see, they're fighting because they're fans of King Von. Does Josh talk to you about King Von, Colin? He's thinking about getting a tattoo of O Block on his chest. Oh man. Joshy boy. So some other ones are going to be this next one that I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to readjust again. Let me swap this. So another really cool things, fellows, is that this other snake that spits venom as well, it's a little bit different based on where they are. So the African cobras, like the African spitting cobras, like I can't even speak, the zebra spitting cobra, they will be out in open areas. So their spit and stream is very, I can't even speak. All right, so one way that people describe it, it's like a rifle, while ones like this is found in Asia, and they will be in areas where there's forest even, and it's more of like a shotgun blast, so mist. Isn't that pretty cool? Just how these animals adapt. So this right here, John, is the Indo-Chinese spitting cobra, also known as a black and white spitting cobra, as you'll see in 1 second as I readjust it. Hang on. So look at this white. But some others have much more white. They'll only have like a black stripe down the back with white along the sides. This one has a lot more black. As you can see, some are even banded. Really cool. And Ralph King Von, Josh already answered. Yeah. Colin, why do you want to see G-Way so bad? Huh? Why do you want that? I brought him out 2 times on a live stream, and both times it was very stressful. I don't even think it'll be a problem once he's in here. It's the getting him out. As you saw, he typically flails around, Josh. Yeah. I have to bring the big container in here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually because of the amazing gift of Nubby. Just give me a second, okay? If I get bit, leave a donation. All right. How can I like go, but also have it so there's something to see? All right, I'm gonna do this. Just if anyone new joins, let them know. I'll be right back. All right, take me to the hospital. All right, so this is G-Way, the forest cobra. So this is Naja melanaluca. Look at him, just going in circles. This is the wackiest snake. Every time I've brought him inside, he's been chilled out. So I'm gonna just, I guess, talk about what I'm about to say while I have him out. Colin, are you there? Let me make sure Colin's here before I waste this time with this stressful snake. All right, I'm just gonna do it regardless because I think Colin's in here. So look at this. All right, so it went back down, but this is the reason why this, in my opinion, is much better than how you see them typically, where they just have a lid on the trash. So you see this part's down, this part can go up, but you can see where the snake is. Snakes like the forest cobra here and mambas, they like to go up. So having that half covered, if they're trying to go up, it helps with that. But also the snake was right at the top, and you can see where it is. All right, this is G-Way the forest cobra. But anyways, one of the things I was saying is look how big this snake is. Dude, this snake is probably 7 foot or so. And when I got this snake, I didn't pay attention when I saw it. It was very unhealthy. For a long time, I didn't know if it was going to make it. But I was so excited, didn't pay attention, didn't notice how bone skinny it was. Now it eats regularly, but it wasn't like that for probably a year. And I may have only had it for a year and a half. So for the past half year, he's finally consistently eating and putting on a little bit of weight. Still not as much as I would hope, but getting there slowly, which is progress. Now, forest cobras have a reputation for being very difficult to handle because these snakes are agile. They're like mambas in cobra form. They climb very well. They swim very well. Look at this. And they're very wacky. This one will go all over the place. You see how it was just staring at you guys? Well, it could be like this and then just flip over the hook. And I've had to do some little matrix moves. And it's all because it's trying to get away. So that's a good thing about him. Maybe not the good thing. I'd almost rather him be defensive and hold his ground. Because when they're like this, they'll flail. And if you drop him on the floor, and now he's trying to get away and he snatch up, he's turned around with mouth open. So the flailers are worse in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But one of the things I was mentioning is the fact that when I bring him in, he's been a lot more laid back than if I were handling him in the snake room. And I was going to say that it could go either way, because some snakes you take to a new location and they act crazy. So a snake that could be laid back might act defensive in a different location. Some that can be wacky like this one can act good or better, manageable in a different location. So it can go either way. And that's one thing, like if you get a snake from an expo, you get home, when you handle it, that's not how it's going to be once it settles in. You got to give it time. A lot of times when I did reckless stuff, it was in situations where I had just got it from a show, drove home, and knew that they're going to be acting completely different than once they settle in. Now, if you remember Nubby, I showed you the nub and talked about forest cobras having this specialized scale. Well, you can see it right here. Nubby, unfortunately, doesn't have it because she lost part of her tail, but G-Way, the forest cobra, does have it. And I think I noticed when I was up there that G-Way, the person the snake is named after, is in here. Young fan who is from Malaysia, lives in Hong Kong. He's visiting Malaysia right now, loves snakes. He loves G-Way, the forest cobra. So I named this snake in honor of him. But yeah, sorry I can't check out the chat right now. But hopefully that was G-Way that I saw. And what a perfect timing. Look at this. So another thing is force perspective. So yeah, he looks big right here, but I'm sure he looks bigger than he actually is. This is more realistic. Still can't speak. But a small snake, you know how people hold fish out and stuff? Force perspective, it makes it look larger. But this snake is large and will get much larger. Largest true cobra. Wow. Colin, are you happy? So we saw 2 species. And since there's more people in here than when I had out one of the other ones, is that the forest cobra used to be one species. They're split into 5 different species. So they used to be just Naja melanaluca, which this one is. And then they were split into 5. One of them was the West African banded cobra that I had out earlier, Nubby. Oh my gosh, is that what I think it is? Is that Peyton? Peyton. Yeah. You love this snake too. This snake that stresses me out sometimes. Now, as I mentioned, forest cobra's good at climbing, so you see how he's wrapping around. With a snake like this, I'm always paying attention to what's going on in this hand, because if he wraps around in a way that I can't let go, and even if he's coming up the hook in a curious manner, if he's wrapped around and I'm starting to panic because I can't get it off, that can make a snake panic, and that's bad. So with snakes, especially like this, I always make sure I can just let go if I need to. I've been bit. Oh my God, Colin. So you left for a little? And look, I got bit right in the face for you. Peyton. So, hang on, let me catch up a little, but I'm going to respond to what you said, Peyton, or what you asked. Colin really wanted to see G-Way the Forest Cobra. I didn't want to because past 2 times I'd brought him out on a live stream, it didn't go too well. He's just flailing around and it was just stressful. But I decided to because since I'm inside, so far, every time I've brought him inside, he's been manageable. And luckily, that happened again right now. G-Way. So G-Way may be getting a Mexican black king snake, which is an awesome little king snake. Oh, never mind. Peyton, you said he is behaving really nicely. I thought you said, is he behaving really nicely? Yeah, Josh has experience, and that is a black. So this is going to get confusing, I'm sure, because G-Way here is black, but one of the other species of forest cobra is called, the common name is black forest cobra. Josh handled it. When you were handling it, Josh, when it was wrapping around, did you make sure that you were able to let go if you needed to? Kaylee was in trouble bartending. Oh, you're at work right now? Are both of you at work right now? Yeah, he might be talking about his same, yeah, Forrest or Nubby's sister. He wants to work with all the species of forest cobra, Ralph, and he wants to work with mambas. And I'm like, dude, I was gonna gift him G-Way, the forest cobra here, and I've done this in the past. I was gonna give this snake to another person that wanted to work with all the species of forest cobra, but then I think, dude, this snake's a psycho. I don't know if I want to dump it onto somebody, but if they want to get their own or whatever, go for it. So technically, the best first starter is just going to be the generic thing people say. Somebody else's, like somebody you can go work with, mentor under. But if that's not going to work out, probably a native snake or a snake that is native to the country you're in, where you can get anti-venom. Or you can just get a forest cobra. But yeah, I didn't have a mentor at first. I got a Mexican cantil as the first snake. friends and family. Family and friends. Can you hear? Okay. Are you able to hear right now? I'm going to show you this snake. I took the other two back inside, but I'm going to show you this snake before I get off because I'm about to end the live stream. G-Way, if you're still here, buddy. Some dude got a lockbox for a Cantio. Is it Birdman? Is it Birdman? Birdman wouldn't get a lockbox for a Cantio. Actually, it's called Canto. This right here is an Indo-Chinese spitting cobra. Just got spit on. But that's my fault. I'm ducking down and brought the snake out, what, 3 times already? It's had enough of me. I don't want to stress it out more. But I wanted to show G-Way if he's in here, and also Theo if he was still in here. Birdman, are you going to let him get away with this? For real? I got scared of his dog, Josh. I panicked. I said, oh, you have a dog? You didn't tell me? And I ran out of the house, and then his chickens started chasing after me. And then this crazy neighbor shot me. You're going to kick Josh? With your moderator powers? Like cookies and cream, that's right. Now as I turn it around and get close up, but since I'm about to end it, I'm going to just do it right here. Peyton also has been yeah, Colin. But Peyton's been to the snake handling course. What's the actual name of the course? Is it the Rattlesnake Conservancy handling course? But yeah, he got some experience there, which is really cool. And at the end of this month, I believe he's going to be passing by, and if I'm around, maybe you'll see a video of Peyton, some of these snakes. Thea, what do you think of the best? All right, that's a good one, actually, Thea. All right, man, so in my opinion, so depending on cobras or vipers, if you want to practice for vipers, I would say water snakes, especially since they're typically very defensive, using a hook and tailing, practicing tailing with a hook and not getting bit. Even practicing as if it's a venomous, if you don't have a hook, not getting bit. For cobras, king snakes, but even better would be black racers. Black racers are like the water snake, very defensive typically. And it'd be like the most insane elapid. But if you can handle, not get bit, it's very good practice. Because with the racer and king snakes, the movement, so the twists like that made the snake fall back down, the movements on king snakes, racers, snakes like that. Very similar to the movements I would use on cobras. And the water snakes, since they can coil up, similar. It's not going to be exactly the same, so don't take it that way. But since they'll like to coil up and strike, sort of similar to vipers, and just good practice. But those would be the best. Very defensive water snakes, very defensive black racers, or king snakes. And there's, of course, a lot more, especially ones that aren't even found, like in the United States. These are just the ones in my area that, I've practiced with my whole life growing up, catching them and not getting bit. Theo, so if you do have any other questions, message me on Instagram. It's marks_reptiles. Or next time I go live, feel free to ask some. But hopefully that answered it, or was the answer you were looking for. I hope you have a good time, G-Way. You still couldn't handle that snake? Oh, you didn't get to handle them? Did you go get to see them, though? Yeah, you might see some wild ones. I try to use hook on king snake. Nice. You got some practice then. Was it the one that bit you? Well, I hope you have a good time, man. Have a safe trip. And yeah, enjoy your time. Oh, nice. I'll have to check the pictures. I think I saw a corn snake that you posted. I might be wrong, though. I'm going to get a Mexican black king snake and name it. All right, fam. I hope you enjoyed the live. That was fun, huh? I enjoy spending time with y'all. Next time we're going to have to get it more active in the chat because it's a lot more fun talking with y'all. And yeah, I appreciate everyone that does. But yeah, take care, everyone. Colin, Kaylee, hope you have a good day at work. Don't get yelled at, Kaylee. All right, focus. Focus. Hang on, I'm going to try something out. You as well, man. I want to try something. Colin, stay in here. Josh, are you in here? Peyton, it was good to see you in here, man. I haven't been joining the Discord. I'm so bad at keeping up with messages in general, let alone a group chat. Josh, man, what's going on? Are you the only one that voted for yourself? I'm sorry, Josh, man. All right, Josh. Don't be upset, all right? They're just trolling. They know that you're the best. Josh is the one that trained me. Mm. Look at this, Ralph. I pick at this all day trying, and it got so big. Keep trying. But all right, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining. La Toileta. La Toilette. Love y'all. Take care. Uh, you're gonna handle cobras one day. Keep studying hard. Keep learning as much as you can. You'll get there, man. Take care. Love y'all.